Hey everybody, welcome
What up?
back to Push the Core Gaming. We have a guest today.
Jay Cray,
His
LOL.
name is Jason. I met him like a half an hour ago. Dustin's known him for a few weeks.
And I've known him for a half
We've
hour.
also known each other for over 10 years.
and he's
Technically.
been a friend of a friend for a long time. And this episode will be the episode where I get to the final boss and kill him because I know how to do it.
So this will be the last episode of Push Core Gaming ever. I'm sorry.
For
Welcome
sure.
and good night. The grand
Hello.
opening and closing.
See you later.
So we were talking about Elon Musk before we actually hit the record button.
Elon Musk do things.
I was talking
for
about
the
how
party.
he did like amazing things when he was like a child. Okay, I said 4. I think maybe it was 10.
I was going to say,
Yeah, when he was like 10, he was tearing
yeah,
apart.
maybe a speak and
computers.
spell he was pulling apart.
Yeah, it was probably a speaking spell when he was 4.
And he was given... While he was 4, he was doing a speak and spell?
But if you don't know anything about Elon Musk, you should go check it out before you judge the guy.
When was he
because,
pulling apart computers and building his own?
Like when he was 10.
Between 4 and 10, we've
That's
established.
reasonable.
Yeah, between
Building
4 and 10.
a computer is actually a lot easier than people think it is.
Quite.
It
really
is. I
Like
know.
a video
When I built
games-
that computer right there, I was
Sweet.
surprised to find out how easy it was.
It
I mean,
is.
it takes a smidge of research, but
But
it's
not,
not that.
The hardest part is getting a motherboard and a processor that match up.
There is a
And
video
and having
game
money.
I just saw.
Right.
The premise of the video game is you build a computer.
What game?
I
Is it
don't.
a Steam
I think
game?
it's called Computer Builder.
There's a lot of
It's like a
indie
farm
games
sim,
So
that
it's
are made by
building a
Steam that are like
computer.
that, like loading screen.
Huh.
So it's like a
Or-
Sims game, huh?
I
Dude,
just find it
I
very
saw
interesting.
there's some weird Sims games out there, man. Like
Quite.
I saw one the other day. I can't remember what it was, but my mindset was like, really.
What was any element of the premise? Do you remember?
I can't think. I'll try to think of it, but don't count on it.
So, Elon Musk taking apart computers at somewhere between 4 and 10 years old. He also read voraciously. He read as much as he could. And what we were talking about before we hit record here was the 3 million word gap.
What's that?
And I was asking if you guys had heard of this.
Never.
Is
By
this
the
a
time
right
So I
you
did
reach,
hear about it.
by the
about
time
2
you
minutes
reach
ago.
adulthood, the difference in lexicon, like your total word count
Mm-hmm.
that you've developed, people who were talked to as kids and had books on the shelves and interacted with other human beings and were asked questions.
I was gonna say this doesn't look
By
right.
the time they're in adulthood, they have 3 million more words than the people who didn't have that kind of upbringing. And
Really?
it's really fascinating.
That's interesting. How the heck do they even know that statistic?
Right. I mean, clinical psychologists have been
Studying stuff
this,
like that.
and
How do you know? How do you even make a study about that though? How do you know if someone knows 3 million more words
there's
than
the
someone
rub,
else?
right? Exactly. Well, it's an
Interesting.
average, and I don't know how you would possibly determine a number like that. But
3
it's
million
interesting.
words though. I
3
mean,
million words on average.
I didn't know there was 3 million words in the English language.
I was gonna say,
I'm
man,
baffled myself.
but he probably spoke African and English.
There you
Is
go.
that?
Depends how many languages you know. You know what?
Well,
I'm
he grew
starting
up
to
in South
question the whole
America.
thing now.
He grew up in South Africa, right?
Exactly.
Oh, I
yes.
thought it was
But
a
he
joke.
also speaks English really well.
funny.
If you ever heard him speak,
Yeah.
so it's not like he was like that's his second language.
Well,
he probably learned them both at the
Afrikaans-
same time.
Afrikaans, I believe, is the language of South Africa. It's,
I bet
it's
he speaks.
similar to
I
English.
bet he speaks more languages than those two.
Do you know how
too.
much Africa
I
I know?
doubt it.
Do you know how much Africa I know?
You should look it up. How
Ken,
many?
you know how much
Take
Africa that I know?
Um,
take a lot to drag me away from you.
Actually, I posted something. I posted something on Facebook today. It was like one of those piano rollers. You know when the little bumps like make music.
Yeah,
you know,
kind of
music
like
box.
the
through a music box or
the
whatever.
deaf person way of
Okay.
making music.
Well, someone put
Yeah, right.
here's
Braille
what here's
music.
yeah,
here-
braille music.
yeah, it's braille music. Someone put here's what the world sounds like.
Through braille music.
No, yeah, basically. They said here's what
On a
the
piano
world sounds like as music, and it ran through
Whoa.
from left to right. It started with the United States and South America and stuff,
Oh.
and then it goes across the gap of the ocean, right, the Atlantic Ocean, and then it gets to Africa, and all of a sudden you hear the Africa song. I miss the rains down in Africa. It was hilarious.
I've
funny.
seen ones like that. They get to the Soviet Union, like it's like
But the first part was all piano-y sounding like like random piano
I
noise
have
almost.
seen a version of that video, and it's
nice. Unless
wonderful.
it was the same video. Who knows?
It may have been, but mine stopped in
Africa.
Oh, my
not
mind
in
stops
Africa.
all the time.
I keep wanting to say Soviet Union. That's totally wrong, but Russia is the word I'm looking for.
Russia. Yeah, Russia.
Dude, I don't even
Soviet
know
Union,
what
what's
it's
the
called
difference?
It's
anymore.
because I have the Soviet-like music in my mind, where it's very.
I think of that when I think of Russian too.
You're right.
Only it's cold
What's
and
with
people
that?
are dying.
Ah, yeah. Well.
Well, when you Putin it that way,
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. Jump on the bird, grab his foot.
I wish I could, but
There is a trick.
Tag him.
There's a
ah,
trick
give me
that
a
you can-
bird.
There's a trick that you can grab a low-flying bird.
That was a waste of
Really?
time.
Mm-hmm.
Argo,
true.
come back.
It's true.
Did they? Is in the HD version of the game, or was this always a?
Oh, this is the
I
remake.
think
You
it
don't
was
know
a
about
remake.
this game?
Yeah.
Yes, of course. But could you do the bird?
The bird
trick
thing?
in
I don't.
The original?
You know, it was something
Oh,
I saw
jumping down.
online. I'm not positive.
Weird.
It's just a question.
I must say, this game looks
Beautiful.
beautiful.
Everybody says I mean, we've
Holy
mentioned
Oh,
it many
we've
times
even
on this.
said it in like 20 episodes of the game.
Yeah.
This
Wow.
game looks beautiful.
You could just ride around in your horse.
A couple
and just
episodes
look at
ago, I
stuff.
actually said, you know what? You could just, that's what I said. I said, you
Yeah.
could probably just jump on the horse and ride around for a while and enjoy the
Oh,
game.
most definitely. Catch
Without
a
doing
sunset,
anything.
Catch a sunrise.
Yeah, there.
But
well, I
aside
don't
from
think
killing Colossuses, you don't do anything else.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've already said this many times. The game's all
Wait,
about replay value.
kill the
The
horse.
titular focus of the game is
Oh, I forgot I still have
slaying
the
the
horse.
Colossus, right?
Well, when you go back through and kill the Colossuses, you get special weapons and items and
Colossi.
stuff. Colossi, if
Colossi.
you will.
I won't. I won't.
I feel like we should bust out a QSG.
Oh, we do a question every episode, Jason, so be prepared.
I'm prepared.
Be prepared.
Be prepared.
What is
My horse's name.
Go.
Go.
Argon.
Argon. is,
No.
Argon crystal.
What's my horse's name? Here's a hint.
Arbac.
There was like a Ben Affleck movie named after my horse.
Argo. Ben Affleck.
Oh, the horse just saved me from amazing doom.
Argonauts.
Argo or Argonaut.
I take it you can't find a good question. Way to go. Set
Boy,
us
all
up.
These terribles are,
Sets
all these
us
questions
up.
are
Let's just
terrible.
do a basic one.
He
that I
sets
just
us up
found.
like I got a question, guys, and he's like,
Give
page
me a
flip,
second.
page flip,
Yeah, hold on.
Page
Let me get the
flip
sound
here.
effects.
I was gonna say.
page flip.
Ah.
Uh-oh!
There are
They just fell all over the place.
The page that had the one you wanted is right here.
No,
What are
actually,
you gonna do?
the one I had was so basic. Okay, so here's the
a
question.
basic bitch
Do
of a
you
question.
think that aliens exist? Why or why not?
Yes.
I think it would be
Okay.
ridiculous for there
Irresponsible
not to
To
be
believe that
alien
they don't
life.
exist.
You know what?
Now,
okay.
do they exist at the same time that we exist?
Oh,
Whoa,
no.
whoa,
no.
whoa, 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 whoa,
whoa.
J. Cray, what's up?
I don't know about that, man.
Wait,
You know
wait,
what?
wait,
You're
wait.
really digging in deep. Okay.
What do you
okay,
even mean
hold
by
on,
that?
Hold on. You know
Well,
what?
Without a mind to do the perceiving.
Okay, that's
right?
hold on. Let me go there.
Oh,
Let me go
slap.
there first.
I feel like this is so
Hey,
deep.
Let me go first.
It's hurting my
okay,
cervix.
hold on. It's hurting your cervix. What doesn't? Especially when you're jabbing something into it, like
Sorry,
aliens.
I meant prostate.
Okay, let me go
Continue.
first. Okay, when you
Let's
say
play Find the
aliens,
Prostate.
are we talking about
questions,
like-
Jason.
are we talking about intelligent, can think for themselves like humans can
Right,
type
that's
of?
a qualifier. That's
'Cause-
a very-
Because-
Actually, alien just means any type of a living organism outside of our
But see, it could be like
extraterrestrial
one-celled nothing stupidness.
existence.
extraterrestrial
But
existence.
I want to know, what do you mean by they cannot exist in our time?
Well, look,
Okay. What he's
Does
going
this have
for?
something to do with
He's
like,
going for a theory of relativity.
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Sure. Well, space and time are themselves warped, and
Dude,
in our local sector of
Can you do a Christopher Walken?
when you
Like
when you
that's what I
explain
heard.
this. Yes,
like,
when you
were
explain
talking,
this,
like
please.
space and time.
and
No, that's more like
space
a
are-
no. You know what? That sounds more like a William
more like a
Shatner.
I was gonna
yeah.
say, oops.
Space and time.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah,
I could do with Shatner.
I
want
to see both of them guys in a movie
no
together
doubt.
Oh yeah.
before they both die
And they
off.
play
Right.
each other.
Space
All right,
and
Jason, I didn't mean to cut you
time.
off, but
No,
anyways.
no worries.
So-
Well, yeah.
No, you got it all wrong.
You got it all wrong. I think it would be the height of arrogance to assume that we are the only
Definitely.
life form in the fucking, pardon me, universe. Sorry,
your
it's
one.
that's my one, because you know what? We're talking about the universe, man. Okay? And the F-bomb is perfectly acceptable. I don't think
Hey.
it's going to affect any extraterrestrial life to
Dust,
hear
what
that
was
word.
our F-bomb substitute? We had a good one, didn't we? Fuking? Was it? It wasn't fuking.
Fuking is a little close. It's a
Fook?
little too close
No,
for comfort.
no, it's
Trump
fine.
and fracking?
Feck.
Oh man, I can't
How about
remember.
F-E-C-K?
Fact.
It's always been one of
I
my
don't know, but
favorites.
I'll tell you this: the episode
Facts
we said
always good.
just
Just the facts, ma'am.
Yep, just the facts.
the fakes. Now it sounds close to
It's
something
close.
else now.
It's close.
Okay,
I
I'm
don't like
skipping
them
this.
facts.
Been there. I don't like being
Ah, I
faxed.
love language.
You can go
so
fax
much.
yourself.
Those fact.
Go fact yourself.
Go fax yourself. Well, I don't have the number. Is it the same as the landline?
You know who really
Whoa,
like
that rain.
facts?
God damn.
Yeah, he's gonna shoot balls of fire at me.
The
Anyways,
environmental
no-
effects are outrageous.
Okay. Anyway, serious.
Seriously,
Very serious now.
aliens
think-
probably exist because if space is relatively infinite,
Right.
the
And
probability
And time.
the probability of them not existing would be
Almost
virtually
ridiculous.
impossible.
Well, there is a
Formula,
right?
yes, there
Well,
is
That basically says that it would be next to impossible
for aliens
for
not
aliens
to exist.
to not exist. But why haven't we seen them yet? Well, because we're
We could
really
be
ignorant.
billions of light years
Yes.
from them.
And they could have had a flourishing civilization that lasted billions of years, but now it's over.
That's true
Right?
too. Yeah.
And the light, obviously, that it takes light a long time to reach us, and the nearest galaxy is so far
It takes
away.
light years.
It takes light years. That's very true.
Nice,
it's very
nice,
true.
Nice.
Oh,
I don't
boy.
say things that aren't true.
Smushing together words in such a way, boy. Yeah. So the odds, it just seems absurd.
Very unlikely.
But of course, we have the religious element on our planet.
Like in the movie Paul. You ever seen Paul?
No. Oh, Paul, I love that.
Oh.
what do they say in
yes,
that
yes.
movie about religion?
Oh, she's like super religious and she doesn't believe in aliens, and then all of a sudden Paul comes along and she's totally
It's
thrown
fantastic.
for a loop.
He puts his like thumb on her
Oh,
pineal gland, and she's like, like, oh my god. Yeah, wow.
That would be
Things
like
are a lot
mind-
more complicated
Her
than
It'd be like a
God.
mind explosion.
truly.
Are
Well,
you trying to say
blew
that
her
she had a
mind.
basic understanding before you got? You said
I
things just
think
got more
not.
complicated.
Well, things get more complicated the more you think, right? And
Yeah, it's
it's
true.
important.
And
it's
don't
important
think.
to
The
go
mo-
out of your comfort zone.
You are.
The more you
correct.
think or don't think, trust us,
Yes.
there's lots of people who don't do that.
It's
Or
a
do
damn
that.
shame. But
You know
look,
what I'm
I don't
talking
think
about.
anybody's really sitting at home like, oh, yeah, oh, everything's cool, yeah. No, you're not. You're always thinking, and you know
Right.
when you're wasting your
Well,
time.
the thing is, a lot of people, their thoughts are more. Your thoughts may. You could have two people. That doesn't mean both their thoughts are the same. Obviously, you know, one person's thoughts may be consistently
tripped.
superficial. You know, every thought on their mind is, you know, what shoes am I going to wear
Right,
today and
right.
tomorrow and.
How am I going to impress the others?
Yes, exactly. Whereas other
That's
people
what
are
women
thinking,
totally think while they're giving BJs too.
Am I doing it up to his standards?
No, they don't think that. They
No.
think, did I
No.
feed the pets this morning?
Yeah, yeah. You ever seen What Women Want?
Well, it's like that Louis C.K. joke about, boy, every new dick's got to take something out of you. Can you imagine? Like, more than...
Actually, you know what? No, you know what's interesting? Someone on Facebook posted this exact thing. They said, what do women think when they're given a BJ, basically? And the women's responses were freaking sad,
Let me
dude.
hear it. Let me hear it.
They were like, basically what I was just saying. Are my laundry clean? I mean, am I ready to go to work tomorrow?
Well, you
It's
almost
just-
have
Well,
to be
that
thinking
reminds
that.
me of What Women Want with Mel Gibson. He's like screwing her missionary style, and she's sitting there thinking like, I wonder what's on TV right now. I wonder if such and such is on later. I do believe that.
Well,
Well,
you almost have to. What if,
according-
what if you're being
Dude,
tortured? What runs through your mind while you're being tortured?
According to this Facebook post and the post that I saw,
Uh-huh.
that's what women were freaking putting. I didn't say F, I said
But
fuck.
see, it also depends. Like now, if we're talking about the majority versus the minority, I'm sure that I don't need to really get into that conversation really, like an MBTI thing. But
Oh, man. You're getting into...
NBTI.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, I fell. Oh, no.
But I do
I was
believe
going to
that-
beat this
Oh my
episode,
God.
and this
The
You know what?
knees on
The
this
next
guy.
episode is us beating this game. That's what it is.
Well, it's already been
Episode 51. Join us for the ending of Shadow of the Colossus. I know what I'm doing. I know how to do it. It's
So-
gonna get done.
Go 5 episodes from now, we'll beat the game.
No.
No,
6,
it's
7,
no.
it's my Ken
You
translation.
didn't hear me right. I said the next episode.
Yeah, I know. I was translating.
Okay, 5 episodes
How
ago.
long does it take
Dust.
Ken to beat a boss? Ken
Translate
says 1,
this,
that
bitch.
means 5.
Translate this, bitch. 5 episodes ago, we beat the game.
Whoa.
What's that mean?
Holla.
Well, we can edit this. And
It means
No, I don't
I
wanna
ate,
edit.
cut and
I
paste
ate a-
that
I
into
ate
the
a
next
sandwich.
episode.
and it was
Come on.
it was
What was the
Subscribable.
sandwich?
it was
Subscribable. Quick,
Fudge.
dude. We're at the subscribable.
all right, please subscribe.
Talk about your sandwich. It was subscribable, and you hit like. You liked everything on it. So you clicked
had
on the like.
So it wasn't.
Ken was so hungry.
And then you shared it with people. You shared that sandwich with people.
You're saying it wasn't scribable. It was sort of a subscribable.
a sub.
I'm confused.
That was good though. It was a sub.
Come back tomorrow for the last episode.
Sub sandwich.